Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this evening's edition of Parent University. The title of our session this evening is Focus on Attendance. Our Executive Director of Student Services, Pamela Brown, will share valuable information with us during this session. I'm Dr. Sylvia Martinez, Family Engagement Coordinator, and I'm very happy that you are here to learn along with us. If you have not done so, please sign into our session today using the link provided in the chat or follow the QR code on the slide. Everyone who signs in will be entered into our prize drawing. Also, as a follow-up, we will provide participants with an email that contains the informational slides so that you will be able to review the information we are sharing this evening, along with the links provided throughout the presentation.
Buenas tardes a todos. Gracias por acompañarnos en la edición de esta noche de Universidad de Padres. El título de nuestra sesión de esta noche es Enfoque en Asistencia. Nuestra directora ejecutiva de apoyos estudiantiles compartirá información valiosa con nosotros durante esta sesión. Ella es la doctora Silvia Martínez, coordinadora de participación familiar, y está muy feliz de que esté usted aquí para aprender junto con nosotros. Si no lo ha hecho, inicie sesión en nuestra sesión hoy utilizando el enlace proporcionado en el chat o siga el código QR en la diapositiva. Todos los que se registren participarán en nuestro sorteo de premios. Como seguimiento, les proporcionaremos a los participantes un correo electrónico que contiene las diapositivas informativas para que puedan revisar la información que estamos compartiendo esta noche, junto con los enlaces proporcionados a lo largo de la presentación.
When participating in this evening's webinar, please keep the following features in mind. You may type questions using the Q&A. Also, if you see a question that you would like to emphasize, either because you have the same question, a similar question, or believe the question is important, please click the thumbs up like button.
Al participar en el seminario web de esta noche, favor de mantener en mente las siguientes funciones. Puede escribir sus preguntas utilizando la función de preguntas y respuestas. Además, si ve una pregunta que le gustaría enfatizar, ya sea porque tiene la misma pregunta, una pregunta similar, o cree que la pregunta es importante, haga clic en el botón Me gusta.
This evening's learning outcomes are as follows. In this session, the following topics will be discussed to emphasize the importance of students coming to school every day in order to promote academic success. Texas attendance laws and truancy, the effects of chronic absenteeism, and what parents can do to help improve their child's attendance.
En esta sesión se discutirán los siguientes temas para enfatizar la importancia de que los estudiantes vengan a la escuela todos los días para promover el éxito académico. Leyes de asistencia y absentismo escolar de Texas, los efectos del absentismo crónico que pueden hacer los padres para ayudar a mejorar la asistencia de sus hijos.
We are so excited to have our Executive Director of Student Services, Pamela Brown. She will share with you important information that impacts student success. As our presenter discusses each topic, please type questions in the Q&A. We will pause to review any unanswered questions.
Estamos contentos de tener a la directora ejecutiva de Servicios Estudiantiles, Pamela Brown, con nosotros. Ella va a estar compartiendo información importante que tiene impacto en el éxito estudiantil. Mientras nuestra invitada habla acerca de cada tópico, favor escribir sus preguntas en función de preguntas y respuestas. Haremos una pausa para revisar cualquier pregunta. Con nosotros ahora la señora Brown, quien va a estar hablando acerca de la importancia de la asistencia estudiantil.
We will now turn it over to Ms. Brown to share the importance of student attendance.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Texas law requires that students younger than 6 voluntarily enrolled in school attend school each day. Students that are considered truant if they have unexcused absences on 3 days or parts of days within a 4-week period. Parents must be notified that truancy prevention measures or TPMs will be implemented to approve attendance.
La ley de Texas requiere que los estudiantes de 6 a 19 años y los estudiantes menores de 6 que están inscritos voluntariamente en la escuela asistan a la escuela todos los días. Si un estudiante tiene ausencias injustificadas en 3 días o partes de días dentro de un periodo de 4 semanas, se debe notificar a los padres que se implementarán medidas de prevención de absentismo escolar o TPM para aumentar la asistencia.
Students and parents may be referred to truancy court if the student is absent 10 or more days or parts of days within a 6-month period. A referral to truancy court can impose civil but not criminal consequences for students between the ages of 12 to 18, and criminal prosecution for parents, usually resulting in a misdemeanor punishable by a fine.
Los estudiantes y padres pueden ser referidos a la Corte de Absentismo Escolar si el estudiante está ausente 10 o más días o partes de días dentro de un periodo de 6 meses. Una remisión a la Corte de Absentismo Escolar puede imponer consecuencias civiles, pero no penales, para los estudiantes de entre 12 y 18 años y un proceso penal para los padres que generalmente resulta en un delito menor punible con una multa.
Truancy typically refers to unexcused absences, whereas chronic absenteeism incorporates all absences, excused and unexcused, and the loss of instructional time. Students that are missing 10% or more of the school year, or usually 2 days a month, or 18 days per year, are considered to be chronically absent.
El absentismo escolar típicamente se refiere a ausencias injustificadas, mientras que el absentismo crónico incorpora todas las ausencias justificadas e injustificadas y la pérdida de tiempo de instrucción. Los estudiantes que faltan el 10% o más de año escolar o generalmente 2 días al mes o 18 días al año se consideran ausentes crónicos.
Students that are chronically absent from pre-K to 1st grade are much less likely to read at grade level by 3rd grade. Students who can't read at grade level by 3rd grade are 4 times more likely to drop out of high school. By 6th grade, chronic absenteeism is a warning sign for students at risk of dropping out of school. And in grade 9, chronic absenteeism predicted 77% of dropouts.
Los estudiantes que están crónicamente ausentes de prekinder y primer grado tienen muchas menos probabilidades de leer al nivel de grado para el 3er grado. Los estudiantes que no saben leer a nivel de grado para el 3er grado tienen 4 veces más probabilidades de abandonar la escuela secundaria. Para el 6º grado, el ausentismo crónico es una señal de advertencia para los estudiantes en riesgo de abandonar la escuela. Y en el 9º grado, el ausentismo crónico predijo el 77% de los abandonos.
The next slide. Parents can do the following to help improve their child's attendance. Make school attendance a priority and talk about the importance of showing up to school each day. Help your child maintain daily routines, such as finishing homework and getting a good night's sleep. Don't let your child stay home unless truly sick. Complaints of headaches or stomach aches may be signs of anxiety. Find out if your child feels safe in school. Stay on top of your child's social contacts and communicate with the school.
Haga de la asistencia a la escuela una prioridad y hable sobre la importancia de presentarse a la escuela todos los días. Ayude a su hijo a mantener las rutinas diarias, como terminar la tarea y dormir bien por la noche. No permita que su hijo se quede en casa a menos que esté realmente enfermo. Las quejas de dolores de cabeza o de estómago pueden ser signos de ansiedad. Averigüe si su hijo se siente comprometido con sus clases y se siente seguro en la escuela.
Next slide. Duncanville ISD is helping to promote positive attendance with the Roll Call Rewards program. Students in Duncanville ISD with at least 90% attendance will receive a special reward at the end of each grading period. Scholars with at least 95% attendance will be entered into a drawing for even bigger prizes.
El Distrito Escolar de Duncanville está ayudando a promover una asistencia positiva con el programa de recompensas Roll Call. Los estudiantes del Distrito Escolar de Duncanville con al menos un 90% de asistencia recibirán un premio especial al final de cada periodo de calificaciones. Los estudiantes con al menos un 95% de asistencia participarán en un sorteo de premios aún mayores.
The Attendance Works website has information on chronic absenteeism, handouts for families, and parents can subscribe to receive a newsletter about attendance.
El sitio web de asistencia de Attendance Works tiene información sobre el ausentismo crónico, folletos para las familias y los padres pueden suscribirse para recibir un boletín informativo sobre la asistencia.
Now we will watch a video on how you can help to improve your child's attendance. This video discusses the importance of attendance and how to collaborate with school staff to support your child attending school each day.
Ahora vamos a ver un video de cómo usted puede ayudar a su hijo a mejorar la asistencia y también cómo puede, este video analiza la importancia de la asistencia y cómo colaborar con el personal de la escuela para ayudar a que su hijo asista a la escuela todos los días.
Ask parents and they will tell you attending school is important.
I think that at his early age, it's really important for him to get used to coming to school every day.
Attendance is important, and I only have it in one sentence. You miss school, you miss out.
As long as you go to school, you get that foundation, then later on you can choose whatever you want.
You know, school is very important, not just for your education, but for you to learn how to socialize.
Yet, student absenteeism is a national crisis. Nationwide, 1 out of 10 students are chronically absent, meaning they miss 18 days or more over the course of an entire school year.
I learned the importance of attendance when my son was in 2nd grade. I didn't know that by him missing 1 or 2 days out of the month, he was actually being chronically absent. You know, he was not reading at a grade level, and his writing wasn't as great. So when I went to do a meeting with the teacher, and I asked her, you know, what's the reading level of my son? What's his writing level? And she told me that he was behind.
It's normal for students to miss a few days of school. Kids do get sick, especially when they're younger. But if absences continually add up, even if it's only just 2 or 3 days each month, by the end of the school year, students can have missed so much instruction that they experience difficulty learning to read, mastering important math concepts, passing courses, and ultimately graduating from high school.
Many times when we talk to the families, they're just not aware about the importance of being in school every single day. They may feel that, missing a school day here or there, it's okay because of family issues and other commitments that they have. But what we see over and over again is when parents get that information and someone actually communicates to them and helps them understand the consequences, they'll be the first champions to ensure that that child is in school.
If the parent tells me it's one day here, one day there, I'll let them know that that becomes a habit. One day here, one day there becomes 2 days here, 3 days there, and potentially a dropout, by the time they get to high school.
Good attendance starts with families making it a priority, even when it isn't always easy. It makes a difference when families set a regular bedtime and morning routine to make sure children get enough sleep and wake up ready for school. Make medical appointments when school is not in session. Avoid taking vacations when school is in session. Send children to school every day unless they're truly sick. Finally, develop backup plans for getting children to school if something comes up.
So now my son, I want to tell you that he's in 8th grade. So the years have passed. Now I have 2 other children that are in school. One of them's in 5th grade and the other one's in 2nd grade, 3rd grade actually. My daughter's in 3rd grade, and attendance has become something that in our household we really make it very important.
Families can also turn to each other for help, setting up carpools or joint child care arrangements to make their lives a little easier. As a parent myself, I know how much I value being able to turn to friends and family for help.
I think parents can help each other in a lot of ways, and I think that part of that is the school figuring out exactly what the issue is and why their child's not coming, and then creating a connection for parents to say, oh, you live in the same area, maybe you can contact this parent, or let me put you in touch with this parent to see if you can pick up, a child, or if they can help take your child home in the afternoon, whatever the issue is.
Sometimes, though, families face bigger challenges to getting to school, such as a lack of reliable transportation or stable housing. Chronic illness can also complicate attendance.
Last year, John, the asthma was really bad, and he missed almost a week each month out of school for, I'd say, 6 months.
When more serious challenges arise, families can work with their schools to make sure their children get what they need. In Baltimore, for instance, John's asthma-related absences subsided when his school opened a full-service health clinic.
If your school doesn't have a school nurse and your child has a chronic condition, you could advocate for your child as well as the other children in the school. I would suggest that you have a conversation with the principal and kind of asking the principal what the protocols are if your child, should have an asthma attack during school time.
If there are things that are problems that prevent them from coming to school that we cannot help if they don't let us know, just letting parents know that it's okay, that that times are hard and obviously situations arise, and we will do what we can as a school to try to support.
Parents can make a real difference in solving the problem of too many absences. We need to work together in our homes, in our schools, in our communities. When we help our children attend today, we ensure they can achieve tomorrow.
So parents, get your kids to school. They have to come every day. It's so fun, and the teachers love them, and they don't fall off track when they're here every day. So I feel that would be my bit of advice for parents.
Thank you, families, for joining us tonight. We hope we provided you with tools that are helpful to you in supporting your student success. We always appreciate your participation and your support. At this moment, I want to pause and see if there are any questions.
Gracias, familias, por habernos acompañado en esta noche, en esta presentación acerca de la asistencia. Gracias por todo su apoyo durante todo este año escolar. Vamos a hacer una pausa por si alguien tiene alguna pregunta.
There are no questions at this time in the Q&A.
No hay preguntas al momento.
Thank you to our family engagement team as well. Dr. Sylvia Martinez, Family Engagement Coordinator, and our Family Engagement Liaisons, Blanca Serrano, Sylvia Perez, Crystal Tate, and Mr. Carlos Rivera. They, along with myself, Mari Zamora, Director of State and Federal Programs, are here to serve.
Gracias a las familias por acompañarnos en esta noche. Gracias también a nuestro equipo de participación familiar, a la doctora Silvia Martínez, coordinadora de participación familiar, y nuestros enlaces de participación familiar, la señora Lonca Serrano, Silvia Pérez, Crystal Tate y este servidor, Carlos Rivera, junto con nuestra directora de programas estatales y federales, la señora Mari Zamora. Estamos aquí para servir.
We invite you to join us for future sessions of Parent University.
Te invitamos a unirte a nosotros para futuras secciones de Universidad de Padres.
Our next session will be held on January 25th at 6 p.m. via Zoom, and our presenter will be Julie Hargrove.
Nuestra próxima sesión será el 25 de enero a las 6 de la tarde vía Zoom y nuestra presentadora será Julie Hargrove.
We will focus on MAP growth.
Nuestro enfoque será en MAP Growth.
In this session, we will learn about the purpose and usefulness of MAP growth, a computer adaptive test given to all students grades K to 12. We will find out what is MAP growth, what is it like to take a MAP growth test, and understand the family report.
El enfoque será en MAP Growth y conozca el propósito y la utilidad de MAP Growth, una prueba de adaptación por computadora que se administra a todos los estudiantes de grado Kinder a 12. Entonces vamos a poder saber qué es MAP Growth, qué se siente al realizar una prueba de crecimiento MAP y comprensión del informe familiar.
Also, as a reminder, January 17th, we will observe the MLK Holiday. There will be no school for students or staff.
También como un recordatorio que vamos a estar observando el día de Martin Luther King Jr. el 17 de enero, no va a haber clase ese día.
Also, the third 9-week marking period is January 5th through March 11th. So continue to have conversations with your students and track their progress during this time.
También el tercer periodo de calificación de 9 semanas es del 5 de enero al 11 de marzo.
Follow us on social media. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter using @Panther_Faith and on Facebook using @DVille Family Engagement.
Síguenos en las redes sociales. Puedes encontrarnos en Instagram y Twitter usando @Panther_Face y en Facebook usando @DVille Family Engagement.
Also, as a reminder, if you have not signed into our session today, follow the link using the QR code on the screen to sign in now. Everyone who signs in will be entered into our prize drawing. For those watching the recording, you may have a future chance to win.
Además, como recordatorio, si no ha iniciado sesión, en nuestra sesión de hoy, siga el enlace utilizando el código QR en la pantalla para iniciar sesión ahora. Todos los que se registren participarán en nuestro sorteo de premios. Para aquellos que están viendo la grabación, es posible que tenga una oportunidad de ganar en el futuro.
Thank you again for joining us this evening. If you still have questions, feel free to email us at our district email faith@duncanvilleisd.org.
Gracias por acompañarnos esta noche. Si aún tiene preguntas, no dude en enviarnos un correo electrónico a la dirección de correo electrónico de nuestro distrito, face@duncanvilleisd.org.
We also request that you follow the link to our feedback survey using the QR code provided on the screen. It has also been provided in the chat. We want to be the best we can for you, so follow the link and complete the quick survey now.
También les solicitamos que siga el enlace a nuestra encuesta de comentarios utilizando el código QR proporcionado en la pantalla. Queremos ser lo mejor que podamos para ti, así que siga el enlace y complete la encuesta rápida ahora.
As a reminder, we will provide participants with an email that contains the informational slides so that you will be able to review the information we are sharing this evening, along with the links provided throughout the presentation.
Como recordatorio, les proporcionaremos a los participantes un correo electrónico que contiene las diapositivas informativas para que puedan revisar la información que estamos compartiendo esta noche, junto con los enlaces proporcionados a lo largo de la presentación.
I'd like to give a huge thank you to our CNI leadership, Dr. Teresa Jordan, who's with us tonight. Also, we are extremely thankful for our FACE team, Mrs. Zamora and her leadership, as well as Mr. Rivera for serving as our interpreter.
Me gustaría agradecer al liderazgo de Currículo y Instrucción y también a nuestro equipo de FACE. Estamos muy agradecidos por la señora Zamora y por su liderazgo. También agradeceremos al señor Rivera por servir como nuestro traductor.
Have a wonderful evening. We look forward to seeing you again for Parent University on January 25th, 2022.
Tenga una maravillosa noche. Esperamos verlos nuevamente en la Universidad para Padres el 25 de enero 2022.